everybody? So today I am going to make a video on Home Depot Halloween 2023. So let's look at the 8-foot boogeyman.
Run as much as your heart desires. I will always find you. Ready or not.
Okay, so I don't really like the way Home Depot does their sneak peek videos on the fact that they barely even show the prop, but I think it's pretty cool. These props won't go for purchase until tomorrow, but today they're still being what do I say, revealed. So the boogeyman here, actually I think it was pretty cool. I know he looks like some other thing, I forget what it's called, and so I know it's Bagool. Oh, Bagool. Yeah, Bagool. So yeah. So I think this guy's really cool. It's actually a prop I kind of want, but there are just so many props this year that I want, Blackheart Eternal Rest, maybe Howling Spirit, maybe Desmodus, Creepy Rising Doll, other props from Home Depot. Yeah. So I'm not going to be able to get every prop I want this year. I can probably only get 3 or 4. So yeah. Anyway, let's go on to the next prop. Lethal Lily. Okay.
Mortal, maybe, but not for long. The 7-foot animated Lethal Lily the Witch has got your scent, and she intends to keep it, mingling with the rotten stench of river monsters and beastly bog breathers. Standing 7 feet tall, this wicked witch of the water is an imposing presence, practically dripping with the dregs of whatever cursed lagoon she slithered out of. Her staff, that...
Okay, I hate the way Home Depot does sneak peeks. All we saw was her laugh. We didn't actually see the prop. You know what I mean? We didn't actually see the prop. Which, we did, but, we didn't actually, really get to hear what it says. We just heard laughing. I think this prop is really cool because, if you notice, the eye blinking is so realistic. And then the head movements, everything about, the movements on this prop is just so realistic. I actually love this thing. Do I want it? No. Would I get it? Probably not. But, I think it's really cool. Alright, we're going on to the Gravedigger.
Ever wonder what it's like to be buried alive? Well, maybe tonight will be your lucky night then. Fortune.
Okay, so we actually got to see a little more of that prop. Yeah. I feel like the Gravedigger idea, don't hate me for this, is actually getting kinda, irrelevant, or not irrelevant, but, kinda unoriginal at this point. We already got a Home Depot Gravedigger, 3 years ago that was much better than this. I mean, this one's still good, but the other one was much better. The Caretaker from 2021, Spirit, yeah, that was probably better than this. We didn't really get a Gravedigger last year, but, yeah. But I think this Gravedigger actually looks pretty good. I mean, yeah, I won't get it. I don't want it because, well, yeah, I already have the Caretaker, so it's kind of meh, but... Okay, so, we're going to go on to the 12-foot wide Predator of the Night.
Something wicked this way comes. Rising from the deepest layers of the spirit world, the 9-foot animated predator of the night returns to the land of the living, hell-bent on stealing the soul from your body and the breath from your very lungs. Standing a towering 9 feet tall, and with wings stretching 12.5 feet wide, this satanic spawn is a sight to behold. If you should be so unfortunate, get this demon to dance with death, and its head swings back and forth. Its LED-lit eyes glow bright red, and large ears and pointed teeth shape its skull as roars and shrieks bellow from its moving mouth. Its posable arms move and hold their position, and more energy-efficient LEDs illuminate its massive, wondrous wings, drawing attention to their scarring and scaly detail. While enormous feet and hands pack a pernicious punch, it is no question the 9-foot predator of the night is a vision fit only for the damnedest of the damned, and all others should take heed. Happy Halloween, and thanks for shopping at the Home Depot.
Alright, so this is the last time I say this, so I say last time, and I'm probably going to say it again in 2 minutes. But I hate the way Home Depot does sneak peeks. Like actually show the prop. Like, we can see that it has big feet. Like, we do not care, like, why you have to put your voice over. We can see that. Like, we can look at that in the store. Like, we don't, just put the props demo up. I mean, yeah, they do put the props demo, but you barely get to hear the audio. You only get to hear it for, like, 3 seconds. So, yeah. Hopefully that's the last time I said this, but again, no promises. So we're gonna go on to the marsh monster now.
When it is dark and the path draws to a narrow, tread lightly, for the 7-foot marsh monster is only a slash and a slice away. You have already reached the point of no return. A
Okay, so I actually kind of like this guy. I don't really know how to feel about it because the face looked really goofy. Come on, guys. You can't tell me the face doesn't look goofy. Like, yeah, you cannot tell me it doesn't. At first we thought this was Wendigo on the leaks, but I'm kind of glad it isn't because it doesn't really look like a Wendigo. But yeah. But I think other than the face, it's actually pretty cool. I think the audio is pretty cool. The animation is kind of generic, but you know, it's whatever. So yeah. Anyways, so let's go on to the fisherman now.
It's a perfect night for fishing. Pull up a chair and prepare to get hooked. Because no one spins a fishtail quite like the 6.5-foot animated swamp fisherman. This all but dead angler doesn't look the least bit seaworthy sitting there in his old rocking chair, dressed in dirty ripped jeans, an old tattered flannel, and a fisherman's cap and vest. You must be careful and take your leave now. His sunken eyes burn red with energy-efficient LED light, illuminating his gray rotten skin and long silvered hair. And it doesn't take long to see that the catch on his...
Okay, so, yeah, anyway, so this guy, I think is decent, like, not one I want, but yeah, I think it's alright. I mean, it's whatever, it's better than the witch we got last year that did a rocking chair thing, So yeah. Well, yeah, there's not really much to say. I like the fact that like the fish is like dangling. That's pretty cool. So yeah, there's not really much to say. So I'm just gonna move on to the swamp scarecrow.
If you thought the children of the corn were the scariest thing on the
Alright, you know. Okay, so as you just saw, it's another Inferno Scarecrow reskin where the arms kind of just go really fast. Yeah. So we don't really need to see it. Its arms go really fast out, so it's another Inferno Scarecrow reskin, which is actually getting kind of annoying considering there's already been 3 Inferno Scarecrows. But yeah, I mean this prop's okay. It's whatever. We're gonna move on to the 13-foot Jack Skellington.
If you're looking for a sky-scraping scare, no one stands taller than the Pumpkin King. At 13 frightening feet, the giant Jack Skellington towers over all. Never one to underdress, this devilish dandy is decked out in his classic black pinstripe suit, with a wide bat-like bow tie stretching far past his slender shoulders.
There are few who deny it. What I do, I am the best, for my talents are renowned far and wide.
As night falls, color-changing
Okay, so Jack Skellington, 13-foot Jack Skellington. I love this thing. Okay, like, The Nightmare Before Christmas is such a nostalgic movie for me. Like, I watched that movie so much, like, when I was, like, 6 or 7 years old. I don't watch as much anymore, but I still watch it, like, probably every Halloween or so. I don't watch it at Christmas time, but, yeah, I watch it at Halloween. But, you know, it's not a bad movie. It's not my favorite movie anymore. But it's a decent movie. I mean, yeah. But okay, we're not doing a Nightmare Before Christmas review. We are doing a 13-foot Jack Skellington animatronic review. So I think this prop is actually really good. Like, I like that they did the lament audio. I think that's probably the easiest thing, the best thing to do. So yeah. This is way better than the Spirit one we got in like 2017. Way better than the Home Depot one we got in 2021. Yeah, 2021. So yeah, I think this prop is really good. So yeah, anyways, moving on to the 12-foot towering ghost.
Legend has it, it's the last thing you see before you die. A spectral vision towering above you, hovering high in the air.
Okay, so this thing's sick. It's just sick. Like, there's nothing else to say about it other than the fact that it is sick. Okay? Like, I love this thing, guys. Like, this thing is so cool. Like, I know it probably, like, does, like, it doesn't do anything. I mean, it's just a 12-footer. I'm guessing. If it has audio or stuff, please tell me. I'll go back and look at this. But this prop, I think, is actually really cool. Is it my favorite? No, that's probably gonna go to, like, you know, the 12-foot Predator of the Night. So, yeah. Yeah, Towering Ghost, it's pretty cool. So anyways, there's not really much to say. I like the way that it, like, lights up blue, so yeah. Anyways, we're gonna move on to Possessed Penny.
Meet Mr. Teddy. Mr. Teddy just loves head pats.
There's more to the 4.5 feet animated possessed penny that meets the eye. dressed in her best and holding her precious Mr. Teddy. This gregarious little girl is eager to make some new friends, and she'll do anything to keep them. One wrong step, and Penny's bright LED-lit eyes suddenly begin to change. Her moving arms rip Mr. Teddy's head from his shoulders as her voice shifts and drops, a dormant demonic spirit taking over.
I don't want to share my toys. If I can't have Teddy to myself.
No one can.
Okay, so I love this prop. I actually think it's awesome. I mean, they kind of did the same thing here with Gordo, to where they kind of like dipped into a meme, if you know what I mean. Like how she says, if I can't have it, no one can. That's kind of a meme these days, like, if you know what I mean. Some people might disagree with me on that, but yeah. Anyways, I think this prop is really cool. I like that she rips Mr. Teddy. That's just cool. But yeah. I kind of wish it was just a possessed girl rather than a possessed doll. Yeah. So anyways, I think this prop's really good. It's not one I want, but you know, it's a pretty good prop. Alright, so let's move on to Cold Hate. Okay, before you say, oh, it's THD 3000, that Cold Hate, shut up. Okay.
I have been sent to exterminate you weak humans. It is hopeless to resist. We are superior. In the battle of man versus machine, no one stands a chance against THD 3000. Sent back in time to eradicate humankind, this cold, calculated killing machine will stop at nothing in his quest to search and destroy. Its 7-foot-tall bionic body radiates with bright, energy-efficient LED light, casting shadows on fleshy and forlorn trick-or-treaters as it prepares them for processing. Those calculations are captured two ways: a big blinking humanoid eye and a laser that scans red. His left arm was lost years ago, replaced with a full-size bionic blue blade, while his right hand is scarred with the terror of his technical transformation. Cables, coils, and cords in the neck and chest keep this cyborg mechanized and mean. Get this robot to rock, and its programming kicks in. Servo motors in the neck, arms, and head bring this sadistic cyborg into action. As its systems calibrate, then it begins to speak. Your chances of escape are less than 1%. Goodbye.
Okay, so I love this thing. Really love this thing. It has the same thing as Lethal Lily, the head movements, but I think it works better on this because this one's so robotic. So you know what I mean? It's robotic. It's a robot. You know? So yeah. I don't know if this is what they're implying, but I think they're implying that this is a human transformed into a robot. So yeah. I heard this was online only, which if that's the case, that makes me so sad. So yeah, also, don't worry, I'll put whoever made this video in the description. So yeah. I think this prop is really cool. I think the phrases are kind of cheesy to where it's we robots are better than humans. This is the last time you will ever see a robot because you will die. You know, I know he doesn't say that, but he says stuff like that. So yeah. Anyways, we're gonna go on to Sinister Steve.
What do you call someone that steals a bunch of wood?
A lumberjack!
Or how about Sinister Steve? That has a nice ring to it. Strapped with his own belt tools, this horrible handyman stands just 4.5 feet tall. But what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for in fright. Bright orange locks shock from his head, wearing faded prankster powder on his face, dressed in a dirty, spattered two-tone costume. Steve looks like he could use a little TLC himself, but activate this cringy clown and he's quick with a joke. His head turns from side to side, his arms flail up and down, and his manic mouth moves with the words.
Let's test out my new stud finder. Looks like I'm a stud.
Not bad.
Okay, so this prop is, it's kind of meant to be a joke. Like, I think Home Depot made this as a joke. Like, it's literally a Home Depot themed clown. Like, the colors on it are Home Depot colors. Like, it's also named after someone who works at, like, Home Depot corporate. So, yeah. And it cracks terrible jokes. So, yeah, this prop is just a joke prop. It's kind of made for cutesy Halloween, like the Pumpkin Twins or the Ghost Trick-or-Treaters. But to be honest, I kind of like the cutesy Halloween. Like, they're not great, but they're just okay. They're pretty decent. This I do not like. It may be just because it's a clown. But to be honest, it's kind of one of the better clowns because I know it's meant to be a joke. So, yeah. Yeah, this thing is just meant to be a joke. So, yeah. Anyways, let's go on to the Merry Meddling Maid, which is meant to partner with Dean the Deathologist.
There once was a skeleton maid who made all the children afraid.
Okay.
Use Kayak to find the hotel you want at the price you want. Download the Kayak app now.
Once was a skeleton maid who made all the children afraid.
If you're looking for ready to help the 5 and
Okay, so this is probably my least favorite of the lineup. Yeah, it's probably my least favorite of the lineup. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really like it. I don't really like Dean. They just use the same face as Dean, which kind of is lazy in my opinion. But yeah, I don't really like this prop, but if you guys like it, that's okay. I mean, I respect your opinion, no matter what your opinion is. So yeah, but yeah, so there's not really much to say other than I don't really like this. So let's just move on to the Sitter of Souls.
Like my darling, you can hold her if you want. But don't upset her.
One wrong move.
Okay, so I kind of don't like this prop. This is the last prop, by the way. So I don't really like this prop. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, it's kind of I don't like that they made like a girl scarecrow. I mean, I kind of like that they went for something original, but I just kind of don't like how it got executed. I hope we see another girl scarecrow, like maybe, I don't know, maybe Spirit has one online only this year, or filler, or something like that. Maybe Party City will have more props. You know, I'm hoping that's not the entire Party City lineup, because that Party City lineup is terrible so far, but we'll get back to the Party City lineup when the Party City videos get revealed. So, yeah. So this prop is Like, again, it's just It's You know what I mean? Like, it's not good. I don't like it, no. So, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's not as bad as the Meddling Maid. So, I mean, I don't really think many of these props are bad, except the Maid and this prop, but, like, it's actually a really good year. Now, do they beat Spirit? Okay, so I can't say they beat Spirit because we've only seen half of Spirit's lineup, but is this better than the first half of Spirit? And I would have to say, yeah, I think it has. Like, how does Home Depot do this every year? Like, how do they do it every year? How do they beat Spirit every year since 2021? Since 2021, 2022, and 2023, they've beat Spirit. Last year, I gave it to Party City. I think Party City won last year. 2021, Home Depot won, I think. And this year, so far, Home Depot's winning. We haven't seen everything yet. But so far, Home Depot is winning. Home Depot is the only lineup that we've seen 100%, and we've seen Spirits about 50%. They're really good, but this is just so good. Like I love this, guys. Like, okay, so, like, yeah. So that's basically all I have to say about this, lineup. It's just awesome. So yeah. Anyways, make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel with notifications on. That way you never miss a video if you haven't already. Share with your friends and family, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.